Well, I originally saw Dr. O'Daniels searching for someone to do laser treatment on my face. I have all this peach fuzz, and of course, as I've gotten older, there's more of it, it seems. But come to find out, and we'd gone to a couple of places to see if anything could be done. And the first place basically told us that if it was just the fine hair, nothing can be done. Well, I wanted a second opinion. So I don't recall how I got the name of Dr. O'Daniels, and I know there's a lot of plastic surgeons out there, but we ended up seeing him and making an appointment for consultation. And of course, that was my first question to him. Can you do anything with this peach fuzz? And he is telling me, no, there's nothing in the world to do. And in the meantime, he is talking to us about other things. And of course, I had had bags under my eyes, and I used, I don't know, makeup or some type like a Plexiderm type of stuff to reduce that, and was tired of that because you could see it after it dried, and I don't like that. So anyway, we got to talking to him more about what he does, and so we went online and checked out a lot of other testimonials there, and was very satisfied with what we saw online. I went through several, not necessarily just facelifts type of things, but I went through basically everything he had online just to check him out, and everything was great. So anyway, we brought in pictures of myself, a couple of, like when I was 36 and in my 30s, which I wish I still was, but I'm not. I'm double that now. But anyway, he took pictures of the current me and matched them up with the younger me, and you know, that was pretty much the consultation part. Okay, on the day of surgery, my husband brings me or takes me to the surgical center, and of course I'm a little nervous. I've not really had a lot of medical surgeries and things like that. But anyway, I was determined I was going to do this. So they take me back, and of course everyone is just super there. Nurse comes in and you know, is putting me to ease. Dr. O'Daniels comes in and is always very chipper and his regular self, and you know, he's the best of best. He's such a perfectionist. I'm glad, because I had a lot to do with this face. But anyway, I don't remember exactly how long the surgery took. I would guess 3 or 4 hours. You know, everything went well. Of course, you know, you're under anesthetic, so you know you're taking or counting down, and all of a sudden you're out. Don't remember anything. And I'm thinking we left, I don't know, around 6 o'clock, something like that afternoon. And my husband happens to be an RN, so that helps. And Dr. O'Daniels was, I think, felt a little more comfortable that he could take care of me. But I had some drains that needed to be emptied and measured and things like that. They had to call that, Mike had to call that information in every day, and I believe I had to go back to the office to be checked out, because I also had a laser treatment done on my face due to sun exposure. So I had the laser plus the facelift, so I had kind of a double whammy there. So anyway, there was a lot going on. I believe we went back to the office 2 days later just to be checked out. Of course, the laser made me look horrid. I had to use a lot of Vaseline to keep it moist. Had to wear my hair back because you sure didn't want Vaseline in your hair. It's a mess. But anyway, it was all worth it in the end. It took probably, I don't know, I'm guessing a couple of weeks before I actually went out somewhere. I pretty well prepared for this, you know, as far as having groceries and things like that taken care of in advance. So, you know, you just, it was well worth the time. You know, I'm thinking we came back into the office like a week after that. They all were super in the office. In the surgical center, all of the staffing is just wonderful. I can't say enough about them. And it was, I think a week or two later, I had my stitches removed and periodic visits over the next 6 months. After seeing the before pictures matched up with after, and they take pictures almost every visit, I was convinced that was the best decision I ever made. Dr. O'Daniels and his staff are very professional and perfectionist. My girlfriend, I had lunch with her probably, I would guess, probably 5 weeks, 6 weeks after I had surgery, and she met me outside the restaurant and said, "What did you do?" And I had to tell her what I did. And she says, "I want to do that too." She says, "You look great." She says, "I am chicken," but I'm trying to still convince her that it is well worth it. I know myself after seeing the before picture and the pictures in between, it was like, that's me, refreshed. I look so much better. I couldn't have made a better decision. I just very happy with it. Even my husband hadn't noticed the changes until, you know, like 4 months after that surgery. He could not see that difference. I guess because he lives with me every day, he thought that I didn't look tired. So it was well worth that month or so that we were recouping. Of course, it takes a good 6 months by the time all the swelling goes down and everything, that you will be happy with the results.